He's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under
black and blue chin. Crazy.
You're doing something like
I'll be right back.
You're doing just fine.
Oh, you tried to get a roly-poly at school? Nice. Roly-polies. Those little bugs. Those little bugs that roll up, man, that live in the fucking
Rougned Odor makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Oh, that's what you call him? A roly-poly is a bug.
And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball
Yeah,
one as we are underway here in Cincy. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And it's been a back
roly-polies over here are bugs, man. Those little bugs that curl up in like a little ball.
It's going to be up to that man on the mound to see if they can get out of here winning 3 or 4.
The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately.
They look like little prehistoric bugs,
in the last 10
they like roll up in a ball.
He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Yeah, I guess
Johnny Peterson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Those fucking foreign bugs,
hot, but
man.
Not
you don't
overly
know.
hot. 87 degrees here at first pitch. Gray into his motion. Here
tomorrow
he comes 0-1.
me, man.
Cold strike 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal
thank you. Appreciate it.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off
Have
it
a
for
beer?
a
You got a beer?
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch.
Me too. Cheers, mate. Have a sip right now.
Slider.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls,
They seem to be spot on.
And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic.
EK,
what do you got?
Yeah, guys, Mookie Betts puts it all on the line in every single game. He's not afraid to risk his body.
Is it already, man?
Taking a chance at making an incredible play. I've seen him take on walls at full speed, leave his feet at impossible angles, and he takes great pride in the effort he puts forward.
Still daylight over here, man.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees.
I'll be 32. 32, my friend.
And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen.
Yeah. Just remember, you always got a couple years. You got a couple years on me, no matter what.
1-1. Just underway here in Cincinnati. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score.
Kentucky Derby, Sarah, you put down a bet? Yeah, it already happened.
Felipe Padilla, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here.
By the name, man.
What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout-to-walk ratio, 3-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
Yeah, well, you look at the odds, that's all. Then you know if they're shit or not.
Gene Segura comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the shortstop.
No.
Gene Segura.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Eric, your Dodger ball club is they interplay here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they've dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Bruce makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, I want one too, man.
Charlie
There's so much other shit to spend your money on, man.
Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
I used to play F1 religiously, man.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind
this guy
nothing
just,
in 2.
Heaves it in there, man. It's crazy.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Odor has to hurry. Throw on to fielder for out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses inside 1-0. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Hit hard back up the middle. Fielded by Odor. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Corey Dickerson will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
He's set. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. A runner on first.
Dude, that new Call of Duty World War II shit, man. I might have to cop that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, me too. 2 new maps coming out for fucking Battlefield, too.
Here's a called strike on the curveball.
Night
1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ready on 1-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Upton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati with no score. Chris Bryant will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Chris Bryant.
Gray's ready. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Yan Gomes will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. Here's the first pitch to him. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Hit to first. Encarnacion takes this over himself to record the putout.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
And he misses with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
What a pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Jay Bruce would be next. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Albert Pujols will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Mookie Betts will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's taken for strike one.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Tapped up the first baseline. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Derek Norris will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Runners on first with one down. And this is taken for a called strike.
Come on.
Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88.
It's a fucking ball.
That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Bruce at the track. He jumps and brings it in. 2 away after a great play.
Batting 8. Third
Boy,
baseman.
this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Nick Castellanos is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again, he'll snap one over to first. And the fans don't like this at all. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
I think I'm going to put the hit and run on right here. The hit and run.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back safely. Set to deliver on 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Runners off for second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Who's on it?
Jay Bruce will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And he falls behind 0-2. Gray gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Blackman going back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Just their first hit of the game, but boy, they made it a doozy. That may be his first mistake of the afternoon, and it's going to cost him.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 13 home runs and 43 RBIs. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Here now is his Asdrubal Cabrera, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long balls and 51 runs batted in. Right side hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Here's Rougned Odor now. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now needs a double play in the worst way. That's 4 straight hits now to start the inning. He just needs something to go his way.
Jock Peterson in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A little bouncer. Goes to third with it, and the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think that was the right decision. I think he figured that since the ball didn't get too far away from him, that he'd have a better shot. But he underestimated the speed and the jump at second base, and they don't get it.
Justin Upton will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
Well, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
One and one, here it comes. Hit to short, played on the backhand. Pennington on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy.
That's what I needed from
Upton.
Upton,
Double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Chris Bryant is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Looking up is Dickerson. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Guy struck out every fucking at bat this whole
it's
series.
A 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season, and with it the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Back.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout.
Another fucking hanging curveball, too.
Is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3.
Right,
LA's on top, 5-0.
We have gotten so much rain, dude. Everything is so fucking green and flourishing. It's amazing.
Cliff Pennington will stand in now. 2
Wow,
hits and 5
everything,
trips
man. So
for him in
pretty
yesterday's ball game.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Oh,
and here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball,
that's a strike, I
he
guess.
can be tough.
That's
a hard pitch to hang in there on.
Fastball called for strike 2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant gonna have to hurry, and a high throw that time, but fielder's able to go up and get it for the first out.
This is where, as a pitcher, you can start to put the clamp down. This was a tie ball game, but now all of a sudden, he's out there with a 5-run lead. So you can bet he won't be afraid to start going after guys a bit more, just like he did right there.
First offering on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Miller's got it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Charlie Blackmon will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Hit hard to short. Gloved by Miller. Throw to fielder at first will take care of him, and that'll be that. Reds are down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5. Prince Fielder come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Gray has his target. Here's the 0-1. Taken high and deep to right.
Way.
Dickerson going back. Still going back. Gone!
Holy shit.
A solo home run for Prince Fielder. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
All right. Time to fast forward.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Edwin Encarnacion will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up.
Gone.
That you're
Gone!
Number 33.
So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion, the 301st of his career, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, with the hole they dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back, but stranger things have happened, and who knows? Or maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
High in the air out to center field. Peterson is there. He's got it one away.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Boy, and when Pujols starts getting good calls at the plate, too, how are you ever going to get this guy out?
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. To second.
Oh, come on.
Odor has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Bad.
Now batting.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Mookie Betts stands in. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to fielders in time, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Reds 1. Rougned Odor will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Fans, established in 1958, the Reds Hall of Fame and Museum is the oldest continually operating Hall of Fame in all of baseball. Since its inception, more than 75 players, managers, and executives have been honored with induction to this exclusive club. Balloting for induction to this year's class is open now. Ask any usher for details.
Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Derek Norris will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Jeez. If I'm the hitting coach of this club, I think it might be time to preach a little plate discipline. I mean, look at that right there. They've only looked at 7 balls the entire game. This is just flat out awful.
Nick Castellanos stands in as he looks at a called strike.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
On the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
Stepping in now, Cliff Pennington. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Push softly over toward the right side. And this will be put away easily for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Jay Bruce will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress. Gene Segura will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Now a snap move over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Segura runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
0-1 pitch on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielder has it, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, this is just what it takes to be a good number 2 hitter. He just finds a way to get a ground ball to the right side, giving himself up for the team, but he moves his man over to third base with just 1 out.
Striding into the box, Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Oh, and a great recovery there just to get an out on the play. But meanwhile, a run is in to score.
Oh, I think they might have had a shot at getting that guy at the plate. But once this ball is bobbled, you forget about that. He'll just take the sure out at first and let that run come in to score.
Corey Dickerson bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. Got to get on base, and preferably in scoring position. So,
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors. Rougned Odor is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Another home run.
We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Reds,
Albert Pujols steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there.
Nice.
Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. And that is 27 for him on the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, these guys still have some work to do, but this is a good start. Leadoff home run, cuts one off the lead, but they're still going to need to manufacture a few more to get back in this ball game.
now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
And the off-speed stuff just continues to keep guys off balance here. He's still just got that one strikeout on his ledger, but he's had these guys in knots all throughout.
Derek Norris is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit fouled over to the right side. Strike 2 now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Nick Castellanos now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to fielder at first will take care of him, and that'll be that. Prince Fielder comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now.
Leading off for the
Cliff
Reds,
Pennington will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Any surprise that this man here is back out there for an 8th inning of work?
Yeah, a little bit to me. I mean, you have the big lead. He's done his job. I thank the guy, pat him on the back, and say, hey, you did a great job out there. Now go hit the showers.
Gene Segura digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoke toward the hole. Throw on to fielder for out number 2.
the batter, left fielder,
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
On his way to pitch number 75. Line toward the alley in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going there.
Edwin Encarnacion gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch on its way. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease.
Yeah, he'll take second base here, but I think they were pretty well conceding that to him. So we'll have to see if he gets that score to stolen base or simply defensive indifference.
Line toward the gap in left center. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. One left for Cincinnati. They'll need. Rougned digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Corey Dickerson will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Not a real good effort there.
Nah, it's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that, but that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with the 0-2. Popped up. Miller is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Albert Pujols gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. This is skied out to deep center field. Back goes Peterson to the track.
Baby.
She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. His second of the game, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now, that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Mookie Betts will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight. So they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Hard liner toward short. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Around first on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1 out and a runner on second base. And now the runner's trying for third. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Mike Morin will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Mike Morin.
Nick Castellanos will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Jake Marisnick will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it.
Yeah, he'll take second base here, but I think they were pretty well conceding that to him. So we'll have to see if he gets that score to stolen base or simply defensive indifference.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there.
6 homers, man. Jesus.
And the runner's breaking for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and there will be no throw as he takes third with ease. So a good job there of taking third unannounced, but meanwhile the strikeout means 2 men are gone now. Into the box, Cliff Pennington, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Two outs here with a runner at third. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 10-5. So long from Cincy.
Here now is our final line.